Hey everybody, welcome to your October 2021 Love Tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. This is for all signs. It is time-stamped. The timestamps are in the description of the video. All right, so briefly, let me just explain how I'm going to do this reading, my approach to it. When I say love reading, how I'm going to interpret the energies is what's going on in your heart. Okay, so that is the focus of the reading. It may be a relationship, it may be something else going on, but that is how I am going to interpret the energies. And of course, as always, remember, use the energies in the reading. Don't let them use you. And I'm not going to break it down by houses, astrological houses, or anything like that. So feel free to watch for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, whatever floats your love boat. Let's get into it. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on in your heart for the month of October. What is happening, Aries? Aries on the love boat. Oh, we have a Knight of Wands. So you want something fast. Something, a fast change. All right, so the High Priestess, interesting. So you want something to be revealed, and you want it to be revealed quickly. You feel like some piece of information has been withheld from you. All right, let's see what else we have. All right, Ten of Pentacles. So you want solid intel. You want intel, information, and change that's going to make a difference to your life. And it could have something to do with money because of the Ten of Pentacles. Ah, here's the King of Pentacles. And here's the Chariot. Okay, wow. So there's definitely something here of wanting to finally move along and wrap up some sort of money situation. Maybe that's been hanging around since Capricorn season, or since January. And this for me is February energy. So, you know, you have kind of felt like things may have been stalled because you didn't have all the information. Now, this could be something to do with an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could also have something to do with a Cancer person because the Chariot is here. But, you know, tens are about coming to fruition, wrapping up a cycle. Ten of Pentacles can also be about a partner in your life. So there is something here of wanting to know, I feel, wanting to have that sure knowledge that whoever you're involved with, whatever situation you're involved with, if it's financial, or if it's a more romantic situation, you want to know that this is solid, that this is going to go somewhere. And not only is it going to go somewhere, but it's going to take you somewhere that you really going to go with the Chariot here. And not only that, but it's going to move fast. So Knight of Wands is fast. Chariot is fast. We have more steady energy here. But that's what I feel is the issue. Like, you want the firm, solid knowledge that this is going to change quickly and you're going to be able to move forward quickly. So you have to apply the energies to your life. For some of you, this is a home and business matter that, like I said, has got to get wrapped up. You've been patient. You've been waiting for the right timing. You've been waiting to know when to make the leap also with the intuition here. So that's another thing with this energy is that you're really going to be intuitively tuned into some sort of issue of timing this month. And we know your full moon is coming, October 20th, and I think you're going to make a big leap forward. And that information is going to be revealed to you at that full moon. It could have something to do, as I said, with finances and wrapping up a situation, because this is the card in your heart, the Ten of Pentacles. But it's also the solid knowledge that whoever you have been dealing with in your life is serious and committed, and that they want you and they want to move forward with you. So that's, you know, that's a nice thing. But, you know, you may have also been jumping through hoops for that person. You may have been really trying to prove yourself to them. If you were already in a relationship, like, you may have been really trying to turn over a new leaf and show your partner that, you know, you're committed and you're serious and you're trying to make changes, maybe with family finances, things like that. You know, and they have been, you know, patiently waiting to see those changes. But I think This is very favorable energy. Whatever situation you're dealing with these energies, you're coming out the other side. You're coming out the other side victorious. And I do feel like there is a sense of freedom and release also this month for you, that is going to make your heart very happy. But this is very affirming energy for whatever situation you are dealing with this 10 of Pentacles. So very, very promising energy, Aries. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on in your heart for the month of October. What is happening, Taurus? Oh, we have the Sun. Beautiful. So some sort of healing energy and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So some sort of exciting news coming in. Maybe when the moon is in Leo. You'll have to look up that in a moon calendar. When the moon is in Leo this month, some sort of fast energy coming in. All right, let's pull from this. Could be dealing with a Leo. Ace of Cups, baby. Wow. Six of Wands. Wow. And the Two of Cups. What is going on here, Taurus? We have a beautiful, beautiful reading. Look at this energy. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini with the Six of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with the Leo energy here. We have the Ace of Cups in your heart. So you have a bright new beginning. That's what this is here for October. We have victory and success. We have an important meeting, possibly soulmate type energy with the Two of Cups. This is very twin flamey, simpatico. And this card really looks Gemini to me with these, double twins here. And then we have this air energy with the Knight of Swords. So there could be a very stunning, sudden connection with somebody this month. Now, it is more likely to happen, I think, in Scorpio season, with the Two of Cups, Ace of Cups coming up here. And I'm also saying that because of all the retrogrades that are happening, we don't get with all the planets going direct until after October 18th, except for Neptune and Uranus. All right, but so I think there could be really beautiful progress made by the time we get into Scorpio season later in the month. Now, it is possible, I'm just going to say, if you're already involved with a Leo or possibly a Gemini, there could be some communication from them that makes your heart very happy. You may have been waiting for some sort of declaration of love, let's just say. Okay, because the Ace of Cups is here. And that's the victory, the Six of Wands here. They're finally understanding your worth, right? They're finally getting that. I mean, this is such a cliche, but I'm just going to say it. You're the one, or you're the one for them. It's not, Taurus for right now, but a Taurus for the long haul energy going on here, I feel. Because the Knight of Swords for me, there's something here about a change of heart and change of mind. Now, it is still possible because of the Knight of Swords here and because Mercury's retrograde in Libra. It is possible if there was a heart connection from the past, they might come back around and affirm and maybe want some sort of second chance. And we can look at that also with the Two of Cups. Because it's interesting, the Two of Cups is coming after this, Ace of Cups. I think, like, you've already met them, you already know them. I mean, that's very possible with this energy. That's why I'm saying it. Maybe somebody already from the past. Because this is more like first date type energy or finally meeting them. I mean, you could have connected online. That's possible here. You could have connected online, Knight of Swords, in Leo season back in August, and we're forging that bond for the last, 6-8 weeks, and only now are getting to meet one another. That's possible also with this energy. So it depends on your personal situation. What I'm feeling is that it is possible that we know Mercury retrograde is classic time when people from our past contact us. It's just classic. Okay, so it is possible that somebody tries to extend an olive branch here. They could do some sort of email, text. There's still a heart connection. They reach out. and maybe they're just reaching out is enough of a victory for you. You may or may not want to get together with them. It depends on your personal situation. You got to apply the energies, but you might entertain the idea. All right, so everybody's situation is different, but I think it's the idea here, Taurus, that you're going to feel better this month about your situation than maybe you have in a while. And there really could be, depending again on your situation, a very sincere offer on the table, or one is coming very soon in Scorpio season that could really absolutely just make your heart sing here with the sun and really breathe some new life into your love life. So very nice energies. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on in your heart. What is happening, Gemini? What is going on in your heart for the month of October? We have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so you're looking for a way out of something. All right, we got to pull some more cards. All right, Page of Wands, looking for a strategy to get the heck out of Dodge. Eight of Cups. All right, Eight of Pentacles is in the heart. So you're working hard to find a solution. Wow, Ten of Swords to a situation. Nine of Cups. All right. So you're going to get yourself unstuck from something, Gemini, that you don't want anymore. All right, now you can read the Eight of Pentacles as work. Yes, go watch your money, career, and business reading, though. I'm going to really focus more on, relationship situation here, love. So that's why I'm saying you're going to be working very hard to transform all these butterflies and butterflies over here, which are symbols for transformation. Working very hard to find a strategy to leave behind, Eight of Cups, an emotionally dissatisfying situation in which you have felt stuck in some way. Ten of Swords, in which you may have felt betrayed in some way. This could be with a friend. This could be with a work colleague. This could be with, some family situation, whatever it might be. But you are actively going to spend the month looking for an out here with this. There may be a situation where you can't get out fully for some reason. So you're looking for the strategy to manage it somehow. Like, you may still have to work with the person. That's what I'm saying, because the Eight of Coins is here. You may still have to deal with them financially in some way. Like maybe you have a child together with the Page of Wands here. Maybe there's already been a divorce, or there's about to be a divorce, and you still have financial connections with them because of a child. So there's something maybe going on there. And, it's another reason why we have the Ten of Swords here, because the Ten of Swords can also be sometimes like you're pinned down. You can't escape from it, because in the traditional Rider-Waite, we have all the swords stuck in the person's back. Like, how do you get out from that, right? So again, it can be something, even though it's a 10, like a wrapping up, it's still, you may have already moved on emotionally, but on a practical level, if there's a child involved, you can't move on. Or there's some other obligation, like you work together. And why should you leave the job just because of that situation? So you're trying to find a way to manage it. I think you're going to find that way. Here's the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is beautiful. It's the wish card. And the full moon in Aries, I know I said I wasn't going to do astrology, but sometimes I can't help myself. The full moon is in your house of wishes, your 11th house. So your wish to find the way to deal with this may come true, and in fact, it may come true in a very interesting way. Okay, so you may find a solution that's very unexpected and maybe a little unconventional with the Page of Wands here. And notice how he has his little magnifying glass. So I think if you just apply yourself, the Eight of Coins, you apply your Gemini ingenuity, shall we say. You're very ingenious. You can come up with all sorts of things. You can find a very interesting solution to deal with this, to manage it properly so that it doesn't drag you down, and so that you can transform the situation and make it as bearable for you and as workable for you as possible. So bear that in mind. And this can even have something to do if you've recently had some sort of breakup. You could be throwing yourself into your work this month, and you could see with this Page of Wands that those efforts that you're just you know how we do that sometimes after a situation. It's just, work can be a very good distraction, right? When we're going through some sort of breakup, keep ourselves busy. So you could be keeping yourself very busy if there's been a recent breakup, and the rewards of that could manifest in a very interesting way. They could manifest at that full moon in Aries. They could even manifest maybe 9 weeks from now, maybe in Sagittarius season with the Page of Wands here. I don't think you're doing it necessarily for the results right now. You're doing it as a way to distract yourself. That's your strategy to deal with maybe a little heartbreak going on. But something very interesting might result from that you don't see yet on your horizon, but it could fulfill a beautiful wish of yours. So very interesting. Sometimes work really can just be what you need, to heal yourself from some sort of situation. So don't be afraid to burn the midnight oil if that helps, if you've had a breakup and that helps your situation. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on in your heart for the month of October. What is going on? Cancer. We have a 5 of Swords. And we have a 7 of Swords. What is going on here? You're hiding your feelings away. In fact, I would say you're intellectualizing your feelings. Air is happening here. Or something, because the Mercury's retrograde in Libra. So there could be some sort of emotions from the past that, because this is like he's haunting her. I always read it like that. That you are going through, but you may be fibbing, 7 of Swords, not telling other people how stressed you are about something like haunting you from your past. All right, so let's see. You're not telling people what's going on with you. Look, the Queen of Swords. You are appearing to be an ice queen or king. All right, this month. Like nothing's bothering you. Everything's fine. I'm good. But something's going on. All right, 6 of Wands. You're going to snap out of it. And the Strength. Okay. So what I feel is going on is you have... All right, this is what I feel. You are intellectually processing emotions instead of feeling your emotions. If you want to finally move forward and have more joy in your life, all right, in whatever capacity, whatever way that exists for you, the 6 of Wands, the hummingbird, is about the joy and the happiness. This is the victory card and success. But look, it's the Leo. It's the lion. It's the strength. It's the heart. The strength comes from your heart and your feelings. You're a Cancer. You're supposed to feel. This is something else going on over here. You are not wanting to feel the full depths of your emotions. But that's what's going to set you free. That's what is going to bring some sort of joy and healing. And there may be, because of the hummingbird and the throat chakra, there may be some important conversation you're going to have with somebody close to you. All right, but this is what we have. We have 5 of Swords, daytime anxiety, the haunting of the past, not telling the truth, trying to skate on by and not really share what's going on with you. And then the Queen of Swords, oh, can we just hit the reset button and not deal with it? Let's just look to the future and let's all just put it behind us and just let's move along. Okay. So there's something going on here. I think this is what's happening during Libra season. Mercury's retrograde for most of Libra season. It is possible that some sort of, depending on your personal situation, somebody from your past whom possibly did you wrong, because the 7 of Swords is here, may get back in contact. And in that case, yes, I advocate Ice Queen in that situation, or King, because who needs that in their lives? So there may be something going on with that. And if we look at it from that perspective, you may decide, you know what, I'm really proud of myself. I handled it in an Ice Queen or King way and didn't let that person from my past get to me anymore. So I am healed. I'm better. That's my victory and success. So for some of you, it might be that. It just depends. But for others of you, I feel like there's something going on where, because that was my first impression when I saw these cards, that you are not allowing yourself to emotionally process something, and you're intellectualizing it and kind of maybe not even admitting to yourself some pain that may be going on with that. But it's like when you feel it, you free it, and give voice to it. When you give voice to it, and maybe give voice to it in a creative way, that's what's going to bring the healing for you as well. So if you're a songwriter, if you're a poet, if you're, a writer, an artist, a sculptor, a dancer, whatever your art is, channel those feelings. If you cannot express them in some way, if it's feeling nervous or scary for you, whatever, express it through your art. Express it, Leo, the heart, the strength, through your body. The strength card is a lot about our body as well. So go to the gym, kick it out with the kickboxing class, get it out. But don't let this stay as an intellectual exercise, because Cancer, when you don't allow yourself to feel, and you don't allow yourself to process through your emotions, then it comes back later on you as a tsunami. You know what I'm talking about. So deal with this situation, all right? And like I said, I think it's going to occupy you most of Libra season, right up to that full moon in Aries on October 20th. All right, Leos, let's see what's going on in your heart for the month of October. What is going on for you, Leo? Oh, we have a King of Cups. And we have a Page of Cups. Okay. So there could be something going on with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is also Pisces energy, but there's also possibly some sort of good news in Scorpio season. All right, the King of Cups there. All right, we got to pull some more cards, though, and see what we have. Thank you, Aries, for assisting with the reading. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. Interesting. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, this is very interesting. All right, Leo. I'm just going to tell it to you straight, and you have to remember you got to apply the energies to your situation. I'm going to read this a couple different ways, but my first inclination is this. Even though I don't have third-party energy here, I have a king and a queen that match. So that is a partnership that goes together, but it's water. It's not fire. I have a Knight of Pentacles in the middle, which can denote a long-standing bond. I have an independent woman over here. That could be you, right? You got to apply it to your life. The Page of Cups is going on, which can be like fantasy land, because it's the Pisces influence ruled by Neptune. So there could be a little fog, illusion, delusions. I feel like there's maybe something going on here with a flirtation with a water sign who's already attached to somebody, Leo, or they have strong water in their chart. And they're not going anywhere from that person. You're very much, and I'm going to interpret this a different way in a second. You're very much the glamorous, of course, you're the glamorous outsider here. Now, these two could be divorced. That's possible, but the bond is there. That bond is not going away. So if there's any sort of, jealousy on your part, I don't have jealousy energy here, but hey, it happens. Just know that they're always going to be attached, probably because they have a child together. The Page of Cups is here. So they have a water sign child likely as well. So, you're dealing with some sort of intact family unit here. I'm feeling the most likely interpretation of this is that this person is with this person, whether it's, committed live-in relationship or married. They have a child. They're not going anywhere. And here's you maybe hoping, because this is also the wish. Well, wait, no, it's Nine of Pentacles. Here's this person, depending on, what we identify with here. They may see you as very glamorous. They may want to pursue you. They see you as this independent, I just keep getting this glamour vibe, this very glamour vibe, They want to get to know you better, but there's something here where there could be a little fog, a little fantasy going on. This is crush. This is a crush situation going on. Whether you have it for them, they have it for you. It could be mutual. But what I would say to this Leo is absolutely tread carefully if that is the case for you. Because as I said, they aren't going anywhere from this person. The Knight of Coins is in the middle. This is long-standing, deep-rooted relationship between these two. All right? I'm just saying. Okay, let's read this another way. You may have inside your heart this month wanting some sort of emotional change for yourself, particularly regarding your finances and your financial independence. And there could be parents, as an example. Again, it depends on your situation, or a married couple, or a brother and sister, something like that, who are lending their support. This could also be a business partnership that's lending their support to help you manifest some sort of monetary change for the better in your situation. I mean, that's possible with this energy. But I like to read this more love. Go watch your money, career, and biz reading. I really honestly don't think that's what it is. Okay, but you have stability in your heart. You want some sort of stable situation. You probably want to change from being by yourself, if that's the case right now. All right. Again, it's general. Apply it to your life. If you don't want that, don't leave me a comment. Oh, but I don't want that. Okay. So you don't want that. Then that doesn't apply to your life. Okay. Okay. But, some of you may be looking at this, and you may be looking at a married couple for a long time, and they have such a beautiful relationship. And because you're kind of, at the end here looking back at this, you may be like, do I want to change my single status? Do I want that in my life? Maybe you do. So there may be some, Mercury's retrograde, there may be some reevaluation that's going on for you in terms of your emotional life and the commitments, the solid commitments you have in your life. And it's funny because when I did the Leo, which I did today, when I did the Leo business reading, it just came out of my mouth, which sometimes happens. I was like, if you're feeling alone, know that you have the community here on the channel. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like some of you may be feeling a little left out and lonely. And again, maybe you're seeing a couple and they're happy and you're like, I want that too. I want that emotional depth of connection for myself. So there may be something going on where in Scorpio season, you're going to decide, Page of Cups, to make those first efforts, because pages are the baby steps, to go out there and change that single status of yours if that is the case. All right. So again, apply the energies to your life. All right, Virgo, let's see what we have going on for you in your heart for the month of October. Virgo, thank you, Ariel. There you are, the King of Pentacles, or another earth sign. And the Nine of Swords. What is going on? Worry, anxiety, worry about. Thank you, Ariel. Ariel's like, snap out of it. All right, let's see what else we have. Hangman, could be waiting on somebody. Temperance. And the Four of Swords. Okay. Wow. So you're likely waiting on some sort of news, some sort of change. Could be with a Pisces also, fellow earth sign energy. Over here, we have a King of Pentacles. That could be you. Pisces with the Hangman. We also have Sagittarius over here as well. So what's in your heart is you want the news that's going to bring the change. That's going to bring the peaceful change, because the Four of Swords is here. Okay, so you want a good night's sleep. This Four of Swords is here. Right now, we're in a Nine of Swords. We're having a good night's sleep. We're tossing, we're turning. We are just hanging there in suspended animation. Like, when is this going to change? When is I'm going to get the news that everything is okay? Now, this could be about some other person you're worried about. could be a friend, family member, something like that. But yeah, there's something, it's going to be different for everybody. There's something on your mind that is causing nighttime anxiety, despite your best efforts to take melatonin or whatever. Like, it's not working. Your usual tricks are not working. And you are in this sort of suspended animation. And I also feel like normally, Virgo, you are very focused. You work hard, like you do all your stuff, like, and work is the salvation for you a lot of times. I think something's even maybe slightly throwing you off your game with your usual sense of, getting stuff done. So because of this hangman, like normally if you were having this 9 of swords, you would just throw yourself into your work and things would be better. The anxiety level would go down. I don't think the anxiety level is going down despite your best efforts with this hangman. It's like, because it's stuck. It's like you can't get this down even with the, with your best efforts. Now that's going to change. We have the change here. So it's going to change. You're going to get some sort of peaceful resolution to whatever this stuck energy is. So that is what temperance is. And like I said, it could be involving a Sagittarian. If you have Virgo rising, Sagittarius is your 4th house of home and family. So you could just be very worried about a home situation. There could be a family member, something going on with them. But the 4 of Swords brings the peace. I mean, look at this card. She's having a peaceful night's sleep here versus this where I can't do it. So you got to hang in there, which you're doing. And I would, we have the 14th here. So I think anytime from the 14th onward, you are likely to hear the news that finally sets you at peace. But it could take until we're out of the Mercury retrograde, which is the 18th. It could be at that full moon in Aries. When you finally, or right before with the Pisces, a couple days before the full moon in Aries. So it could be around again, the 16th-ish, somewhere in that time, where I think you're going to breathe a big sigh of relief that a situation has wrapped up in a peaceful, calm, favorable way, and you can get a good night's sleep again. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on in your heart for the month of October. Libras, so what is happening? Oh, we have the Lovers. Ooh, and the Hierophant. Wow, so we have Gemini, we have Taurus. So we have some sort of commitment in a love situation. Wow, okay. I had to pull some more cards, but that's very interesting. And the moon. Oh, so that full moon in Aries, which is in your 7th house. The 6 of, another number 6, 6 of Pentacles. And the Leo, the Strength card. So you could be dealing, all right, we have a bunch of energies here. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Could be dealing with a Taurus. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Could be dealing with a Leo. All right, this is what I feel. You, this month, have the moon in your heart. So this can be a secret, yes. But this can also just be like this emotional turmoil. That's not really the word I want. And angst is not really the word I want either. I could use the Yiddish word mishagas. That's a good word. This is like this mishagas. There's just this like unsettled feeling in your heart about this commitment that you're in or one you're about to make. All right. And I think the unsettled feeling, Libra, has something to do with the give and take of the relationship, the balance of it. Is it fair? And you're all about balance and fairness, right? That's you. So there's something here. Now the bond, I think, is good and strong. The Strength card is here. So I think everything's going to be okay. I think you're just going to feel tender about that. I mean, at that Aries full moon, Mars is opposing it. Mars is in your sign, and it's, as is Mercury retrograde, right? But Mars is opposing that full moon in Aries. It's squaring Pluto in Capricorn. The Pluto in Capricorn is squaring the full moon. So there could just be a very temporary, unsettled, I'm just going to use the word drama, around that full moon that makes you question the fairness and balance of the energy levels you're expending, they're expending, etc. But I would say, that beautiful expression, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. This is temporary. This is something that comes to a head. I don't think it's a situation that is ongoing and an imbalance that is happening all the time. I think it may just be something that occurs at that full moon in Aries around October 20th. If I had some other sort of energy over here that wasn't good, then I would say, yeah, maybe that's the issue. You're questioning it because of that. This could just be a very temporary, because that's what the moon is. The moon is about cycles. So it can be a temporary situation that has come in that maybe requires you, because we have, the balancing here, Six of Pentacles, that requires a little more emotional give on your part, perhaps. You have the strength to do it. So what I'm saying is, if you are with a partner, your partner may be leaning on you very heavily around that full moon in October. And that's just part of being in a relationship. It ebbs and it flows. Sometimes they lean more on you, you lean more on them, etc. Others of you, you're going to make a decision about whether or not, if this is something that's gotten deeper in your life with a new person, maybe, you're 6 months in, because we have the 2 6s. You're 6 months into this relationship. At that full moon, there may be something that comes up. Again, you're going to question and really look at it carefully. Do I want to continue and deepen my commitment with this person? Is my heart really in it? So for new people in a 6-month-old-ish relationship, I think that may be really going on for you. And it's going to, everybody's situation is different. You're going to decide, yeah, I want to continue it, or no, I don't. Whatever's in your heart, that's what's going to let you know. But I think something's coming up at that full moon. There may be a testing. There may be a situation that tests the relationship at that full moon. And then you'll know in your heart whether it's going to be right for you to continue to invest in it. The 6 of Coins. All right. But for those of you already with somebody, it's going to be just something where I think you're going to have to really be there for your partner. That's what I am feeling. Because Mars is going to be in your sign. So you're going to have the energy and the drive to handle whatever is going on. And the full moon's in your 7th house of partners. So I think it's your partner is going to be going through something. All right. So you got this. You can handle it. So interesting energies, Libra. All right, Scorpio. What is going on in your heart, Scorpio, for the month of October? Happy October birthdays for Scorpios. I should have wished the Libras happy birthday. I forgot. Sorry, Libras, if you're watching this. Happy birthday to Libras also. All right. This is for Scorpio. The Lovers. And I shuffled. All right, a Knight of Swords. Because Libra just got this. Okay, interesting. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Lovers. So we have Gemini and we have more air going on over here. Let's pull a few more cards. So some sort of partnership, relationship. We have the Two of Wands. We have your energy, the Pluto. And the 8 of Cups. All right, so Scorpio, there's something going on here. I'm going to read this 2 ways. Some of you have been waiting on an answer about a relationship. Now, it's interesting because your energy is over here. So here's you. This could be the relationship that this person you were waiting on. But this also could be somebody who was attached to somebody else. And maybe you were hoping, because this is very much in this deck, as she's sitting there on the roof, it's like very daydreamy, like I'm really hoping and wishing that, my world is going to change. My situation is going to change. But then we have the Eight of Cups. So it's interesting. We have this, rejection or leaving behind situation going on after your card. And the Knight of Swords is here. This is classic Mercury retrograde in Libra energy. Scorpio, I think, you've been waiting in vain, I feel. If you've been waiting on somebody to make a decision to choose you, I'm sorry to say, in my opinion, and this is a general reading, everybody's situation is different. I think you've been waiting in vain. And I think you're going to know that right around that Aries full moon. You're going to see it right before we get into your birthday season. So right on the cusp of your birthday season, and you're going to move on. You're going to say, all right, I get the picture. I get the point. So this could be, again, Mercury goes direct right before that full moon. This is the Knight of Swords. This is info, intel, messages coming in. You can see she's flying in very fast on that feather. And there will be news that is delivered, news that you have been waiting on. But something is done. We got 2 cards of endings here. Something is done. Now you may, if this person comes back from the past, you have probably been waiting on them. Even though you didn't want to. Your heart was still probably hoping. So, but like I said, I think it was waiting in vain. I was going somewhere with that thought. Sorry, that just went out of my head. But that's what happens when you do like 20 readings in one day. So my apologies. But this is something where, you could be making the decision. They could be getting classic Mercury retrograde. They get back in contact with you. They may be trying for a second chance, and maybe they didn't leave your heart. But the way in which they come back, they're still attached to somebody. I don't think they're coming back as a free person if they do get in contact with you again. And that may be the final straw for you to move on once and for all. That's very, very possible. Some of you are making a decision this month or in your birthday season, could even be in November, where you are going to move on from being known as the single person. That you found it in your heart this month that you've changed your mind, Knight of Swords, that you really actually want a relationship. So for those of you who have just been kind of like, I'm fine on my own, I'm good. And there's nothing wrong with being on your own, if that's what you want, all right? But some of you may have been daydreaming here about a relationship, and you may be in Mercury retrograde reevaluating and changing your mind, saying, yeah, you know what? Actually, I really want a relationship. What the heck am I doing by myself? I'm awesome. Why am I alone? So some of you, I think that's the Eight of Cups. You're moving on emotionally, and you're going to embrace new opportunities and seek them out. But again, that's not here yet. You're in the process of discovering that for yourself this month. So for some of you, that may be going on. Others of you, I think, waiting in vain, and or they get in touch and they say, I can't be with you, or you get in touch with them. I'm feeling more they get in touch with you, because this is in the middle here, and this is you. But you're going to know they're still with that other person. You're going to reject this because you're going to know it's not sincere. They're still hanging around with this other person. So, and that's why we have the Death. It's really done once and for all. It's done. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have going on for you for the month of October. In your heart, the Lovers. All right, I shuffled and we just had that. And the Justice. Wow. Okay, interesting. So we have Libra season. We have Gemini showing up. Somebody thinking about a divorce? Maybe so. 10 of Pentacles here. The Hangman. And the Temperance. Okay, interesting. All right. So 10 of Coins can be, any 10s we have in tarot can be about the end of a situation. 10 of Coins is a family unit. even in the regular tarot, you know, there's the married couple, the kids, etc. So, and we have Hangman, which can be about sacrifice, playing the martyr, so to speak. It's Pisces energy. It's about a change in perspective. It's about something that's stuck, something you're waiting to change. So, and we have the Temperance card here, which is your energy, and also, of course, Sagittarius season. And we have the energy of change, Temperance, a peaceful change. But that comes after this, which is stuck. So, what I feel is going on here for some of you, this is a marriage in name only, or a partnership in name only. All right. The divorce has been contemplated, but I don't think it's happening. Not yet. It might happen, but it's ultimately going to be your decision. And you've been hemming and hawing about it with this Temperance that is here, or the breakup, or whatever you want to call it. But it's probably a divorce because of the Justice. The relationship was good probably for a while. The Lovers is here. But there is something, it's come to the end of the line. Maybe because there have been too many sacrifices that you've had to make, because your energy is next to this. You had to make the sacrifices in this relationship. It maybe was unbalanced in that regard. Because Temperance is also about bringing things back to some sort of even keel. So the reason for the divorce may be, in the end, if there is a divorce, that you've had to sacrifice too much. And that's the imbalance in the relationship. But the Ten of Coins is the fact that it's the money that's keeping the relationship together. And this is very common as people, you know, reach a certain age. That is very true. They may have drifted apart and they're just kind of hanging around together, hanging out, but you know. So what I feel, you know, Mercury's retrograde in Libra. We have the Libra thing here. I think there's a lot of rethinking you're doing this month about your finances, first of all. What would change if you were to leave this relationship? What would change financially? How would those changes happen, etc., and so on? All right. So, I mean, some of you might be going through a divorce this month and you are trying to hammer out some sort of financial negotiations. I feel like those will be wrapped up by your birthday. There's something that gets delayed. So if you're in court now dealing with some sort of negotiation for a divorce settlement, there is a delay, probably more like December. I know some of you have your birthday in November, but I think more like December, we get it wrapped up. Maybe by the, 12 weeks, could be, but by the very end of the year. But I think by the end of the year, at least by Capricorn season, that gets wrapped up for you. All right. So, and with the Ten of Pentacles in the heart, I think also if you're going through the divorce now, hold out for the best settlement that you can get with that situation. All right. You deserve whatever is rightfully and just yours, rightfully yours under the law, the justice here. So don't let anybody try to, make you sacrifice what is rightfully yours. So that's the other thing I would say about this energy. But some of you are absolutely contemplating a major life change. Again, I think contemplating. If you're not in divorce court now, I don't think you're going into divorce court this month. You're thinking about it though. You're imagining and thinking about what would my life be like and the finances, and can I keep on sacrificing what I really want? But you're going to keep thinking about it. It's not here yet for some of you. Okay. So, and that's classic Mercury retrograde rethink time. So you guys, there's something about that sacrifice. It's starting to bother you. Sometimes for a long time we can just in name only deal with something because of the finances, but there's something, because the South Node has been going through your sign, and because the South Node is going to shift out of your sign early next year. It's having its last hurrah in December in your sign, and South Node is about release and endings. and it's very karmic. So I think some of you, again, it's a general reading. Some of you may indeed feel like you have reached really the end of a karmic line by the end of the year with a marriage that has been in name only. And that spiritual shift in you is the type of thing a South Node transit can bring. You just really there's something about it where it grates on your soul and you just want to be set free. So, but again, that's not here yet. You're going through that kind of reevaluation and metamorphosis, some of you. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we have going on for you in your heart of hearts for the month of October. What's going on with you, Capricorn? The Fool and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you may be wanting a new beginning with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There could be a new beginning happening by the end of Libra season, because of course we don't want to have a new beginning until after all the planets go direct, especially Mercury retrograde, which is in Libra, and it will go direct on the 18th at the tail end of Libra season. We have the Hermit in your heart. We have the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Okay, well, this is very clear to me. Capricorn, you want a fresh emotional start. You are tired of being alone. All right. So I think you are going to be reevaluating. It's interesting, this Queen of Swords and how she has this looking glass. You're going to be reevaluating during the Mercury retrograde time your emotional commitment to your own loneliness. I mean, Capricorn is one of those kind of loner signs, like Aries can be, and even Scorpio to a certain extent. And there's nothing wrong with being alone. Of course not. Absolutely not. If that's what you truly want. And I think what's interesting here is there is part of you that really loves to be alone. The Hermit's here, and it's in your heart. Now, this could be a Virgo also. Or I'll come back to the Virgo. But I'm going to look at this as, you like to be the Hermit. You like to do your own thing. But there's something here where you would like a new beginning. I think that with the Four of Cups here, you may have recently, at least since July, may have been feeling a little down and out to the extent of your loneliness. Now, do you want somebody around 24/7? Maybe, maybe not. It depends. But I think you're starting to entertain the idea, Queen of Swords here, that you'd like to have a fresh start in your emotional life. And you'd like to have somebody around maybe part of the time at least. So with this Eight of Cups here, I think that, you are with this Four of Cups, you'd be getting a little bummed out because this Eight of Cups is interesting. Look at how they all have a little partner. They're all paired up except for the Capricorn ladybug here. And she's moving on by herself. So we have energies of this, this aloneness that's going on here and kind of the doom and gloom raining on your own parade. It's your own thoughts, your own emotions, this Four of Cups that's bringing you into the Debbie Downer or Dougie Downer mood over here. So, and the Fool, of course, is this beautiful, fresh, and new path energy. So I think some of you are very much thinking about where a relationship can fit into the scheme of things in your life, if you don't have one already. Now, for some of you, what's going on is there was a Virgo. I think the Virgo was the one that got away with this in the middle here. You may still be pining over a Virgo. It's very, very possible with this energy over here. Or something happened in Virgo season, so in September, maybe around that Pisces full moon, something, because of this energy going on over here with the water, something happened at around September 20th-ish, where something that looked promising, the Fool, didn't go anywhere. That's possible also for some of you. And you're kind of dealing still with the after effects of that. That is very possible also. So, Capricorn, you're lovely. All right. And you often sell yourself short. So if you really want to have a relationship, if you've been in hermit mode for too long, know that it can be right outside your doorstep. It's just that you got to get out of the house to find it. All right. That's when you have the looking glass. You got to be like, where is it out there? You got to move along, get out of this, rain on your parade mode and feel lighter and freer and get out of the house. So some of you are going to make an effort. You're going to start making efforts to do that this month. It may not happen until Scorpio season with this over here. But I do feel many Capricorns, it seems this month from this energy, you're reevaluating your whole hermit mode status and wanting to embark upon some sort of new journey for yourself, a new beginning with your emotional life. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you in your heart of hearts for the month of October. What is happening for you, Aquarius? The 7 of Cups. All right, so some sort of wish fulfillment. And the 5 of Wands. Are you spoiled for choice in your world, Aquarius? There's a lot of different people competing for your attention. We have the Knight of Cups in the heart. I think you're spoiled for choice. The Knight of Wands. Wow. And the Empress. Well, flies are going to honey. Let me just say, no, maybe they're not flies. Okay, maybe they're beautiful hummingbirds are attracted by your essence, Aquarius. Wow. So we have some changes going on. We have you, and no matter, male, female, this, that, the other thing, whatever, however, whoever you are feeling lush, luscious, gorgeous this month, the Empress. You are attracting lots of attention, opportunities, and energy. All right. Now, even if you're with somebody, you may be in a committed relationship. That vibe is oozing from you. Okay. So just be aware of that. We have people, the 5 of Wands, may be jockeying in position to get close to you for whatever reason. We have the 7 of Cups here, which can be sometimes little like fantasy land, creative visualization. But I just feel like this energy for me is spoiled for choice. If you're in the dating world especially, there's lots of possibilities that are manifesting. Are all of them realistic? No, because the 7 of Cups is here. But out of these 5 to 7 potentials, something looks interesting here. Now, it's still in a very early stage here, and it may just in fact be physical. I have to say that with the Knight of Wands. But I think if you're in the dating world, you are attracting opportunities like nobody's business. Enjoy the flirtations. The Knight of Cups is in your heart. Enjoy the attention. But be wise, right? The Empress here. Be maybe seek the advice of an older female, mom, grandma, aunt, BFF, whatever. If you're having a hard time deciding, because there could be a choice that needs to be made here as well, but if you don't have somebody like that in your life, be that for yourself. All right, be that loving, give yourself that loving advice in terms of what you would do with all of these opportunities. So that's what I'm feeling from this. Now, the other thing I will say also, because this looks very much like an egg, and the Knight of Wands represents intimate encounters, read between the lines. And this is the card of pregnancy and motherhood. There could be some sort of blossoming of a new situation, a blossoming of a new life. And But what I'm feeling here is, even if it's casual, that could happen. So take precautions appropriately, all right, if that is your situation. For others of you, if there have been multiple tries to get pregnant, it could finally happen this month. It's very possible, all right? But this is something that, again, has been tried and tried and tried, and maybe it didn't take hold. It could take hold in Scorpio season with the Knight of Cups here and this Knight of Wands. But the thing here, you know, like the horse jumping through the hoop, it like finally reaches its destination to produce the baby, if you get my drift. Okay, it's YouTube. I'm trying to be family friendly. All right. But for those of you engaged in the dating world, if you don't want that to happen, please, again, motherly advice here, make sure that you deal with that appropriately. All right. Very interesting energies here. Lots of potential for something new and exciting manifesting for you, based also on taking some sort of creative risk. So, you know, the Empress card can also be, you know, some sort of creative risk that you're taking, your investment of your creative energy. Doesn't have to be relationships. I'm just focusing on that because it's, you know, the love reading. But it could also be something else that you have been strategically trying to get together in some way, because the Five of Wands is that energy is all over the place. You've been trying to maybe get something together, get organized and make it happen. And now you're finally, all the energy aligns just appropriately, emotionally and literally, physically, emotionally and physically, to produce finally some sort of result you can continue to nurture. So that's possible also. You have to apply the energies to your life, but wow, if you're out there in that dating world, I don't know, things could be very interesting for you, Aquarius. And really pay attention, because you have Saturn in your sign, and Saturn is going to go direct on the 10th. And, you know, Saturn is about consequences and responsibilities. Just saying. All right. So you get my drift. Be careful. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you in your heart of hearts for the month of October. Pisces, we have the Ace of Wands. Ooh, very nice. And the King of Wands. Pisces, what is happening for you? Something exciting. The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups, there's your energy. And the Lovers. Wow. Wow. Okay, Pisces. Get ready, because this is exciting. Wow. Could be dealing with a Gemini, of course, with the Lovers here. Could also be dealing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a time marker for the full moon. That is possible. So there is you have a double yes from the universe. Wow. So Ace of Wands, there is some sort of, well, how shall I say this? There's some sort of passionate moment that happens for you in the month ahead. It might not happen until Scorpio season with this over here. But wow, Ace of Wands is something blossoms. And in this deck, there's fairy dust coming out of the King of Wands' wand. Just read the metaphor as you will. So there can be some sort of very exciting encounter, very passionate, that's going to be happening for you. It's new. This is brand new, whatever this is. So I don't think it's from the past. Okay. Now, maybe you started getting to know them back in Leo season. That's possible. All right. Because, of course, Mercury's retrograde right now. So we don't want to start any new relationships when Mercury's retrograde. However, if you already met them, as I said, back in Leo season, maybe you get to know one another a little better, shall we say, this month. And probably at that Aries full moon, something happens. Maybe the physical connection finally happens. Very, very possible. Ace of Pentacles is in your heart. This is a beautiful opportunity that can grow. This is about something that has the potential to be real and true and honest with all this energy, committed and valuable. Exactly what you want. Very happy with your energy showing up here. And then the Lovers. So we have potential soulmate energy, a karmic, some sort of karmic connection, karmic relationship. This is a deep connection with when the Lovers show up. And it's deep on an emotional level, but it's also very physical with the Ace of Wands showing up. But it is steeped in respect, shall we say, the Ace of Pentacles. This is not a fly-by-night association, as I like to say. This is not a hit it and quit it. This is something that really has the potential to grow deep roots. It may at first feel very physical, and you might be thinking that that's all it is. But I think what happens this month, and maybe you've already connected physically. I mean, that's possible. It could be this month you realize that it's not only that going on. All right. So there's just beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful energy. And I think that Aries full moon, which is in your second house of values, I think you're going to see how valuable this connection has the potential to become in your life. You're going to see that it's not just the physical, like I said, but has the deep emotional connection and the solid roots that can grow. I love this for you, Pisces. This is very, very nice. So, wow. And the Lovers here. This is a very, very strong potential new connection coming in for you. So, I'm feeling the heat from this one, Pisces. My goodness. Excellent. Excellent. And you're not alone. This is the other thing I want to say about this. You are not alone in your feelings about this. This other person feels the same way because you're both showing up, and then we have the Lovers. And I would also say, since this person is showing up first, they may have come on a little strong, and they may have, shared their feelings first. And you may have been thinking, oh, it's just, it's too good to be true, or it's too this or too that. I feel it's like you catch up to that this month. Like you catch up to that person's intensity, shall we say. I mean, you felt the intensity of the physical, but you catch up on the intensity of the emotions is, I guess, what I want to say here this month. And you realize, because I think you were protecting yourself a little bit. I mean, hey, you're not averse to a little like fun, right? But before you kind of really got into it a little more emotionally, you really wanted to make sure that it was going to go somewhere. And that's what I think. For some of you, you're getting that, and that, and at that Aries full moon, you feel that, you see that this person is there for you. They value you. And then you're going to start giving your heart a little more freely. And that's then both of you. I mean, look at this. It's like, wow, big love connection. Gorgeous. Very, very nice. So, I mean, don't worry. If you've been going slowly with some stuff, if you've just been sticking your toe in a little bit, that's fine. Because this is very somebody's probably been pursuing you very passionately, or they'd like to. So you may be giving somebody absolutely the green light this month to come hither. So Pisces, enjoy. Well, that was certainly a very interesting exploration into some love energies for the month of October. So leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for y'all with this particular energy. What is your heart interested in manifesting in the month of October? I'd love to know. All right. Love all you guys. Take care. Have a great month. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.